Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are going to learn about shared VPC. But before we jump on the hands-on section, let's just go through these quick slides to understand about shared VPC in a better way. So there will be times in your career or in your learning path where you want to share a common VPC with all the projects or some of the projects that fall under your organization. In other words, what I mean is there'll be times when you'll not want to create a separate VPC for each of your projects, and that's when shared VPC comes in picture. So shared VPC allows an organization to connect resources from multiple projects to a common VPC network, so that they can communicate with each other securely and efficiently using internal IPs from that network. When you use shared VPC, you designate a project as a host project and attach one or more other service projects to it. The VPC networks in the host project are called shared VPC networks. A host project contains one or more shared VPC networks. A shared VPC admin must first enable a project as a host project. After that, a shared VPC admin can attach one or more service projects to it. In other words, or in simple words, an IAM member with appropriate permissions have to flag a project as a host project. A service project is any project that has been attached to a host project by a shared VPC admin. Each service project can only be attached to a single host project. Does that mean your organization can only have one host project? Does it? No, it doesn't. You can have multiple host projects under your organization, but just keep in mind that you can only attach a single host project to your service project. Suppose there's a project that is your service project known as project X. Okay, so that project X cannot be attached to two different host projects. It can only be attached to one single project at a time. A project cannot be both a host or a service project simultaneously. It's just either it can be a host project, either it can be a service project. Thus, a service project cannot be a host project to further service projects. Benefits of shared VPC. Configure and centrally manage one or more virtual networks across multiple projects in your organization. And another benefit is centrally manage the creation of routes, firewalls, subnet IP ranges, VPN connections, etc. for the entire organization, so that you don't have to create again and again for different projects. Required administrative roles. So there are some roles that you require, and those are organization admin. Organization admins have the resource manager organization admin role for your organization. They nominate shared VPC admins by granting them appropriate project creation and deletion roles and the shared VPC admin role for the organization. Shared VPC admin have the compute shared VPC admins and project IAM admin roles for the organization or one or more folders that falls under the organization. They perform various tasks necessary to set up shared VPC, such as enabling host projects, attaching service projects to the host project, and delegating access to some or all of the subnets in shared VPC networks to service project admins. A shared VPC admin defines a service project admin by granting an IAM member the network user role to either the whole host project or select subnets of a shared VPC networks. Service project admins also maintain ownership and control over resources defined in the service projects, so they have the instance admin role to corresponding service projects. They may have additional IAM roles to the service project, such as project owners. So a service project admin can be defined to have permission to use all subnets or these permissions can be more restrictive to use only some subnets in the host project if the shared VPC admin grants the role of compute network user. That we've already seen here, this particular line says that. Moving on, let's see some additional roles. Though shared VPC admin has complete control of resources in the host project, but in case you want to delegate responsibilities, say specifically related to network and security to other IAM members, then you need to keep following pointers in your mind. If an IAM member has a compute networking admin role to the host project, then they have the full control over all network resources, but they do not have control over firewall rules and SSL certificates. For that, you'll need to assign another role called a compute security admin role. That with that you can manage firewall rules and SSL certificates. So any member that has compute security role, admin role, he or she is able to manage the firewall rules and SSL certificates. So that's all for this tutorial. I hope you understood the concepts of shared VPC, you understood what host project is and what is a service project. I hope you have a well understanding of IAM roles that needs to be attached to IAM members to work with shared VPC, or to create a shared VPC, or to delegate access to different members, how you can do that. That's all for this tutorial. This tutorial was basically for theoretical part, and I'm going to create another tutorial in which we are going to perform hands-on activities, in which we are going to actually see how we can create a shared VPC, and how we can create host project, service project, and how we can share subnets, either all the subnets under the project, or few subnet or specific subnets under the project, how we can do that. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and please do see my next tutorial in which we are going to do hands-on over shared VPC.